The big question in Washington this week, what's wrong with David Gregory? A better question?
What's wrong with George Stephanopoulos and Bob Schieffer?
Problem always seems to be, why can't David Gregory fix Meet the Press? Why can't he fill the shoes of Tim Russert? None of these hosts have actually been able to step up and take that commanding role as the sort of place you had to go if you were a newsmaker. None of them have been able to put their shows on top consistently week after week after week.
But is that their fault, or is that the fault of just the changing nature of the media, and that the Sunday shows can really no longer command the type of audience that they did when we didn't have the 24-hour news cycle?
Bob Schieffer has suggested that he might retire within a year or so. George Stephanopoulos, well committed to the show every week, is dialing back his hosting duties and only hosting about half the time now. So actually, David Gregory is the only person who might consistently be there.
And yet he's third in the ratings.
So he might be pushed out at some point. Whatever the fate of the Sunday shows might be, we might be looking at turnover for all three of these shows.
And do you think that they'll keep their same format, or will they completely switch up the formats in order to potentially try and capture how people watch the news now?
Right, well, so the format changes they're making now is they're going to, at least at ABC and NBC's, they're going to these shorter segments.
Yeah.
They're trying, because they get so scared that if they do a long 20, 30-minute interview like Tim Russert used to do, that they're going to, the viewers are just going to fall off. Arguably, the only way to make news as a Sunday show is to have those big interviews.
I think the last time that something on the Sunday show that really changed anything was Susan Rice and Benghazi.
Susan Rice. There was also Joe Biden endorsing gay marriage before President Obama was ready to. But then, so you have the exception to the rule when they make news is actually just an accident. I mean, if anything, they should try and book Biden more often. Huge questions for all three networks, I think, and for the past week, both in the work that we've done, in the work that other outlets like the Washington Post have done, there's been this intense scrutiny on Gregory, but the truth is there are big questions for all three of these networks and what they're going to do with their Sunday real estate.